All right. Take a quick drink before I get going here. There we go, Rose Garden. It's just you and me, baby. Just you and I. To start thing. Oh, Swimmeroo, Energon. Oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. And Rose Garden, thank you for those. I think those are bits. You used 50 bits for cheer. I'll go yay for the cheer. So, very cool, very cool. Have to start setting things up for those. I'm still kind of noobish here. Well, not just kinda. I am the noob. So John, welcome to the stream. Good to see you this evening. Swimmeroo. I wonder if Atticus is the best is also here with Swimmeroo. Anyway, this is my first stream in a couple days because, well, I have COVID. It hit me really hard last Friday night, so I'm just kind of in recovery. There he is. Atticus is the best. Yo! All right. So if you notice my voice is off or I'm, a little plugged up, I can actually breathe right now. I can also speak, but we'll see how long we go. I'm going to try to get through the Moria epic is what we were kind of working on right now on the stream. It's Volume 2, Book 6, Chapter 5. There's only seven books in this, so we'll try to get through it. And with this one, we started off... we ended off the last stream basically at this point. We're in the Foundations of Stone. So since there's not a whole lot of folks on right now, I just find it was kind of funny. So I was talking to Basilla, and Basilla's like, you had a lot of people in your last stream, and I said, I know, it was really cool. Lots of things to talk about in chat. But there's a price to be paid for that, because normally I like to kind of, I go through, and maybe that was just kind of carrying me through the beginning, but I'd like to keep it going definitely throughout the stream, because a lot of people, a lot of followers have said they really like the lore discussions, which is pretty darn cool. So, who's over there? Is that Neon? Neon must have fallen. One of the things I haven't done as much in Moria is I haven't really talked a lot about the lore and stuff. I'm gonna cook, so I'll be back. Thanks, Rose Garden. You're in, you're up. Best at positive for Bovid 11, yeah. And, well, look who it is. Basilla subscribed with Prime. Thank you, dear. Very, very welcome. Very, very much welcomed. So Basilla made that comment, and she's like, I really kind of miss hearing about the lore. So let's. This is a great one to kick off with too, as far as the lore goes, because this area is unique. You can kind of see as I'm moving through, it's a little yucky, like there's mushrooms all over. So basically where I am is, you remember the battle either in the... Are you in the Nether? Yes, Atticus, that's what it looks like. It actually looks kind of netherish. It looks a little hellish. As a matter of fact, if you've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, or if you haven't, I'll kind of explain it, but or read the books. Gandalf fights the Balrog, and he fights him, and then they fall into the pit after Gandalf breaks the bridge with his staff, and fly you fools. The bridge plunges down, and so do the Balrog and Gandalf, and you don't see him again until the Two Towers movie. So where are they? Well, they're down here. They ended up in the Atticus will actually have to give it a watch next time you're here. Maybe we'll set up a popcorn night or whatever. So next time you're here with the Swimmeroo, definitely worth the watch. Good movies all. So they end up down here in the... Hey, Patina Bowen! Welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you enjoyed your almost day off. I visited Patine's stream last night, and he was mentioning that he's got a little bit of time off today. So, Swimmer the Roo. So we're down here, and the music is kind of like eerie as well. And so Gandalf and the Balrog fell, and they thought it was a bottomless pit, but it actually does have... Oh, it was pretty great. Good stuff. They actually have like this massive battle down here. I missed some stuff here. I actually missed some pulpum. I think there's some pulpum over here. Anyway, so there's pretty gruesome stuff down here, I'm gonna tell you. Man Bear J. How's my friend Man Bear J doing? How you doing tonight, my friend? Was a very fun stream. First time chat from viewer Eagle Moon 122. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate your visit, and we're just getting into this session. We're talking. We're going to be talking a little bit about well, what we're doing down here. We are in the Foundations of Stone, and it's a pretty gruesome place. This water, it actually looks like, you know, green jello before it solidifies here. Don't swim in the green water. My friend Rose sent me. Ah, well, thank you very much for that referral, Rose Garden. And I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. So let's see. How about you, Man Bear J? I got the COVID. Just I didn't kind of want to say it on the stream or whatever, but I got it. Basella had it last week. I think Friday night was my worst night, and I've been worse. I guess I've been worse all week than I am now. I'm finally kind of, you know, feeling like a couple more breaking fevers and I'll be over it. So it's a little on the rough side. That's why I didn't stream last night. I was honestly feeling like streaming last night, but I was also feeling kind of crapoly, so just decided not to. So I don't know if you can hear this music. It's 50 Shades of Creepy down here, folks. We've got spiders. We've got these globsnagas. Now, these are orcs that have a fungus. I'll go first person here. Look at this orc. This is a goblin, actually. This poor thing. Looks like he was bitten by something and there was no antidote. Is she here or have I beat her? She was here. She is gone to do some cooking. So she's, she'll be back. I think she's listening on her headset. But she is lurking. Yes, a lurk. So I'm going to just kill a couple of these pulpins here. I need 3 of them. Okay. I'm going to do the first half of this quest. It's not that difficult. But then the second half is where you get to see some pretty... Do I have sticky keys because of the Bovid? No. No, I don't. I'm keeping everything on the up and up Atticus. Keeping clean. Always, I got like a big econo-sized bottle of hand sanitizer. It's a Berg bottle, Berg. And let's see. He's lurking in the darkness like a weirdo. Yes, yes, that is my dear cousin, the Rose Garden. So yeah. I have the COVID, but feeling better. So thanks for asking. It's been a rough, like the roughest night was Friday night, and it just seems like I'm just kind of in recovery. But I never actually tested myself until today. Today was the first time I actually took the home PCR test or something like that. The rapid antigen test is what I took, and it didn't even last like. I didn't even have to wait the 15 minutes. It showed up after like about 2. It was pretty obvious, but yeah, feeling better soon. Still, hey, Killer, get well soon, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. So I have to isolate for, I believe it's 5 days from today. That's what our health unit has to say. But since the both of us had it, and we're both kind of on the mend, Basella's almost over it completely, so, and she had it much worse than I did. I have a feeling that, you know, I'm just going to, as a precaution, and to get things cleaned up around here, you know, we'll take about 12 days, we'll take a dozen days, and, you know, like 5 days, and then the rest will just be disinfecting and cleaning up, and, you know, making sure everything's washed, and burning the chetwood, and you know, or not burning the chetwood, just burning, you know, like, or making sure everything's nice and clean. So, anyway... We are in the Foundations of Stone. Burn it down, says Jay. Yes, burn the Chetwood down. We had that interesting conversation earlier, and there's a couple of... Now, look at these things. I will kind of freeze one. I'll riddle one. I need a big pot or a Medi Betty. Yeah. Viruses all over. Okay. So check out this thing. This is like this is called a what the heck is it called? It is one of the deep things beneath the earth. A nameless creature. So this one's a snarling overseer, kind of alien looking on that first person. They actually hit pretty hard too. Now, I'm playing this character on normal, so nothing's really that hard. I always kind of take a character through on normal first, just so I can gather things up. And honestly, I didn't even realize. Oh, like when the server first dropped, I rolled this character on day 1, and I didn't really think too much about the difficulties. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna worry about that kind of thing. Maybe I'll just kind of, you know, do my own thing and go through it pretty quick. Did I say burn the Yes, I did, Killer. Yes, I did. In jest, of course. No, I really wouldn't wish any harm on the check, but it's near and dear to. It's actually kind of funny that you like it there, because I had a couple of friends from Tallahassee. Well, actually, it's one really good friend of mine and both of his young sons at the time. They love to roll new characters every single week, and they were in the Chetwood every Saturday morning. So. The Chetwood is near and dear to a lot of people. Personally, I must say, I haven't been to the Chetwood since, like, 2009. I just don't go there. I prefer to go to the Shire or to Ered Luin to level, so I'd love to see a Steely Chetwood. I would like to see a Killer Chetwood show. Killer just exploring that. Like I said, maybe Killer's one of those people, like I described my other friend. I said, you know, he knows all of the wolves in the Chetwood by name before he, you know, temporarily slays them all. So maybe this is something that we could discuss. So, okay, so I'm just doing these quests. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use a mithril coin here, and zoom back up there. Actually, it might be an interesting thing to have a Steely Chetwood show, just because I don't go there. So it'd be like a brand new thing for me. It'd be like, oh, these quests are different. I don't remember doing these quests since, like, you know, 1974 or 2007 when I used to do them. So I see Eagle found you. Hey, love, right on. Rose, hi. Eagle Moon, welcome to the stream. And welcome anybody else who's new. I'm long overdue here. One thing I'm going to do before I get started is Swimmer the Roo has hosted 1974. No, I'm not that old. Nope, not that old. I am younger than that. Not much, but younger. So let's get going, guys. One thing we do on this channel is we do ask riddles. Reminder that on Steely Dad 2021. We are on our honor system. We do not tab out in Google. We do not, you know, like refer to our phones. We do not ask Alexa. Instead, we ponder and we come up with an answer to these riddles. So here is there's a couple of good ones here, and I'm going to start with this one because this one's good. The Rose Garden has hosted. Thank you guys for hosting. Thanks for hosting. That's really nice of you. You know what? I'm going to tell you today while watching another stream. I found out like what it really means, like hosting. You know, it just means like you're projecting my stream on your thing, and I didn't really, you know, I am noob. This is like stream number 16 or something. I didn't really know. So this is really cool, and that is how I found you. Right on. Yeah. So okay, so here's our first riddle on your honor. Okay, here we go. I cannot be other than what I am until the man who made me dies. Power and glory will fall to me finally, only when he last closes his eyes. What am I? That is the first riddle, and hopefully we get a good answer. Man, Bear J, a prince? Yes, sir. Within 10 seconds. Well done. The answer is a prince. I cannot be other than what I am until the man who made me dies. Power and glory will fall to me finally, only when he last closes his eyes. That is awesome. Man, Bear J on the pin, as we say here. All right, so considering that it was done that quick, we'll ask another one, okay? So I'll ask this one. This one's good. I saw a man in white. He looked quite a sight. He was not old, but he stood in the cold, and when he felt the sun, he started to run. Who could he be? Please answer me. That's, you know, we're gonna... And there it is. All right, right on, Rose Garden. This is long overdue. Well, I know we have that link, but sometimes you're... yes, John. John coming in with the snowman. You guys are on tonight. I'm impressed. Right on. Good job. Good job. And, well, okay. We'll save this one. We'll save this one for after. There's some good ones here. But I'm going to pose one more right after. I was going to say Gandalf. Yeah, Gandalf is a man in white. Look quite a sight. And Atticus, jeez, everybody's hosting. What is going on here? Anyway, thank you all for hosting. Really appreciate it. A little under the weather tonight, but we'll get through it. So, let's see here. Mazog's Searchers. I'm going to just see if I can do this here. It's difficult to learn much from these orders, but this I can discern. Mazog is seeking to enslave. I have to go. I'm so sorry, but I'll be lurking if needed. No problem, Rose. Or Eagle. And, yep. So, 10-4. Swimmeroo's got the mod. We're all good here. We're all on our honor. We're all pretty good. So, why he wishes to do this. So, here's a bunch of... I'm reading kind of the epic storyline here, so... why he wishes to do this... He does not need nameless allies to crush the dwarves. They are near enough destruction as it is. No, he must have some other target. I fear it must be the Golden Wood, home to my Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel. Mazog does not have the foresight for such a plan. They must come from Gorathul of Dol Guldur, who we met in the last stream. Thank you... I'll finish with you. Thank you, Mauricio. We have learned much from your efforts that will be of use to us and to the dwarves as well. That's part 1. Okay, so we were searching for Mazog's other searchers. SD Killer says, SKD Killer, X Killer says, I'm thinking of making shirt Justice for Jagger Jack. Yes. Jagger Jack is a legendary villain in Lord of the Rings Online. Way back when the game first started, like I'm talking back in 2007, you actually used to see viewers in posts in the Breland looking for fellowship. Jagger Jack, X or one of X, like however many they could get, because the guy really was that difficult. He had a couple of ads right on him, and honestly, playing the game back then, I'll say this. I was playing difficulty deadly on my champ today, and I was thinking that really takes me back to when I first started playing the game. Because if, one-on-one, you were usually pretty good. No problem, you fight through a few, you rest for a few, then you keep on going. If you had 2 on you, depending on your class, okay, 2 is not so bad. You get 3 on you, 3 goblins on a lore master at level 7, that lore master's toast. You run for the hills or you die. So, game was way harder back in the start days, yeah. So that's what I was thinking, is that Jagger Jack thing, and you needed a group to do it, That was some real action there, so... Oh my goodness, look at this. My chat is just enormous. And it's kind of hanging over stuff here. I didn't really want to... There we go. We'll hide that behind the portrait. Okay, so let's see here. Forglin says...
We may have need of your help.
Well, obviously.
You offer it willingly.
Yeah, I offer it willingly. Alright, we still do not know what causes the corruption that has taken hold of Mazog's orcs and made them the fierce and mindless Globsnaga, but it is enough for a moment to know that their numbers are fewer. Okay. So we've completed those 2. Now we'll go back, and I think we have to do 2 more before we reach...
The orcs do not know what awaits them in the abyss.
Mazog must not be aware of the great evil that lurks beneath Moria, or he would not play such dangerous games. His orcs are no match for what lies in the roots of these mountains. Or perhaps Gorathul. The sorcerer from Dol Guldur has whispered honeyed lies in the ear of Azog's spawn. He may not believe his orcs have the upper hand, but they do not. And I just came to a realization. This is it, guys. This is actually the last chapter in the first Moria epic. There's only 6. I forgot, chapter 7 starts in Lothlorien, and then it goes 7, 8, 9. 9 is unavailable to us because it's in Mirkwood. But what brought out your love for Lord of the Rings Online, Eagle Moon? I would have to say Lord of the Rings. Like, the books, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and the Silmarillion were all, like, just devoured, like they were the best tasting food that you could ever have to my teenage mind. And I started reading. I read The Hobbit when I was 7 or 8 years old, and then got around to the Lord of the Rings, completing the whole thing around 13ish. And then I tried several times to read the Silmarillion, couldn't get past the first couple of chapters, and finally it did. And what this game did is, I mean, I played the PS2 version of, you know, the film versions, like Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King. I thought that was really cool, but nothing really brought Middle-earth to life like this game. I mean, you can go to all the locations. Right now I'm in the Mines of Moria, you know, and I'm just roaming around these halls, so pretty good. Rose got me to watch The Hobbit. She thought I would like them. She was right, and I loved them. Yes, that is awesome. That's awesome, and that's how it starts. It's just, you know, I'll give you a, you know, a story is, you know, Swimmeroo. I took him to watch all the Hobbit movies when he was little, and he got something out of it. But then, you know, this Christmas we marathon the Lord of the Rings movies, and he just loved them. Like at least I feel like he does. You know, Swimmeroo. He really enjoyed them. They're well-made movies. They tell a good story. It's good versus evil. It's, you know, traditional storytelling, and it's drawn from the writing of a master. So and likewise The Hobbit. The Hobbit gets a lot of flack sometimes with, you know, purists, but if you just watch them for what they are, it was a children's book. It wasn't supposed to be taken so seriously. It was the book itself. The elves are laughing. They're not all serious like they are in Lord of the Rings. It's a child's book brought to life, and I thought they did a good job. So, let's see here. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? This sword is no good for me. This feather is no good for me. This cloak. How does it look? Tactical mitigation? Oh, it's a will and fate cloak. Alright, so we'll just take the big shield and be done with it.
We must keep our foes.
The nameless creatures in the depths of the earth are not to be trifled with, but still Mazog insists on attempting to enslave them. There can be no doubt the hand of Dol Guldur is causing him to try this foolish course, but I have no pity for him. These creatures are deadly, and they approach Wathrendath more closely with each passing hour. And still Magor does not return. Magor is a missing elf. This is not like him to be so tardy. Were he not so strong, I would be worried, but Magor trained with Celeborn in the Elder Days and can take care of himself. Alright, so there are cracks in the walls not far from here. Plant these barrels in front of the cracks to dissuade the Nameless from approaching the cracks. Alright, I remember this. I think there's 3 of them, and I think after this we have to go down, and this was my favorite quest in the whole Moria thing, the next quest, just because of... I'll kind of narrate as it goes, So back to the Shadowed Refuge, also known as the Nether. That's kind of funny because these I don't know if Atticus Atticus is the best, but this kind of looks like a Nether portal a little bit. You know, you got the borders, and then this, all it needs is some twirly swirlies. But there are those 3, and we have to do those. So let's ask a riddle while I'm out roaming around and placing these barrels here. And this is a good one. It's one of those quick hitters. Okay, so Manbear J, I hope you're still with us. I know you like these. So, what is put on a table, cut, but never eaten? What is put on a table, cut, but never eaten? God, this music too. So there's 2 zones that share this music. One is down here in the Shadowed Refuge, and the other is the first hall of, or the second hall of Moria, which is directly above us here. Basically, the second hall is where the Bridge of Khazad-dûm crosses over. So when the bridge drops, it drops down into here. So it's kind of neat how they laid out Moria. If you go south on the map, because it's really difficult to really get that 3D, you end up in the bottom, like the foundations of Moria. And then if you're in the middle level, it's kind of like where Gandalf and the Fellowship went through. So let me just double check here. Yeah, going in the right direction. So no answers to that riddle yet. What is put on a table, cut, but never eaten? What is put on a table, cut, but never eaten? I'm pretty happy that this one's a little bit of a stumper, actually. This is good. Alright, so there we go. Those are the 3. Wood? Wood? Yes, I guess you could say that. That's not the answer we're looking for, though, Basila, but that's a good guess. The thing is that, I mean, you can cut wood anywhere. You can kind of cut it on the ground. You can cut it, you know, so it's kind of the, like, there's a reason why it's worded the way it is. But that's a good guess. I would, A deck of cards. Atticus is the best. Yes, sir. A deck of cards. Woohoo! Well done. Well done. You cut cards at a table, but you don't eat them. Unless, you know, like you're really, really angry and maybe like you lose a lot of money and you just can't help it and you know, like, throw them all in your mouth. Let's go! Yes, sir! So well done, Atticus. Okay.
The light of Iarendil's star brings hope even to this darkness.
Okay, you've done what you could, but where the Nameless are concerned, I only hope that it will be enough. Alright, I don't think it's going to be enough.
We must find Mithrandir, if he yet lives.
Okay, so we're going hunting for Gandalf. What's more, like, behind the scenes than this, you know? So, when we arrived here at the Foundations of Stone, we did so at the request of Lady Galadriel and had one primary objective: to learn what fate befell Mithrandir, the great pilgrim in these very depths. Yes, I speak of Gandalf. He passed into the shadow of the abyss, and it was the hope of the lady that he might be found and found safe. The elf Magor sought him for many days, but found no sign. Magor has not yet returned, and I am beginning to worry. There are two places I would have you search for sign of either Mithrandir or Magor. The top of the bottom portion of the Endless Stair. Okay, so near the top of the base. And the Black Lake. When you've searched both places, I hope you will have some sign of either the wizard or Magor. One of the two. And while we're on our way there... Let's see, sir. So, searching the Black Lake. So, this is it. This is one of the quests that I enjoy here. So, I'm going to jump on my goat. I'm riding a goat here. This goat has a little pick. He's got a shovel. I actually won this goat. I completed all of the deeds in Moria instances last week. It took about 3-4 days, and then I was able to get them all done. And the reward was this goat. So it's kind of I'm going to tell you the truth. It's kind of a rare goat, not as rare as it once was, but you had to also complete the Watcher in the Water raid. Is this it? Is this where I'm going? Yes, it is. We're just gonna kind of ride around all this stuff. So the goat was a little tougher to get because you had to successfully complete the raid, the Watcher in the Water, and all of the instances and all of the deeds in all the instances. So you had to go in each instance several times. I popped a few like deed accelerators, which means basically you get more kills for your buck. Every mob you kill counts as 2 when you're working toward a deed. Saves a little bit of time, and I'm definitely more about good use of time than I am about like grind and whatnot. So I had all these deed accelerators, so I used them. All right, so now we're going out. There's a helpful goat here. Now, a little bit about this area. When this area first came out, everybody hated it. And for good reason. I mean, it's not the prettiest place in the world. It's dank, it's dark, it's got green water. So there's mist. The creatures down here are abominations. Like they're, you get those globsnagas with the disease. And then you got the aliens. And the alien that I showed you earlier, that unnamed thing, that's not the only one, and they look different, and some of them look like oh my goodness, it's really hard to describe, but they very much look like aliens. So it was kind of shunned, this area. Not a lot of people liked it. As well, the area right near the hub was difficult to get around. I've kind of figured out how to navigate it, so now much like the rest of the first 85 levels of the game, I know them pretty well. Anything beyond there, it's kind of like, whoa, I'm not sure. I have no memory of this place, But I'm pretty confident around there. But I'm gonna show you a little cheater's way up here too. This is something I discovered as I was playing. Normally you have to kind of go around. I'll show you the map of this place in a moment. You have to go around. Here's the map of the Foundations of Stone. The label is down there, Foundations of Stone. Okay, so the hub is here, and then you kind of go south from the hub, and now I'm into the water. I've gone east. So here's the lake, here's the bridge shard, and here is the Endless Stair. You can see this giant tower kind of winding up and up and up. And you can see this in the movie where the Balrog and Gandalf fight all the way up. So normally you'd have to go all the way around the lake, and then come back here. What has lots of eyes but can't see? What has lots of eyes but can't see? We've got a riddle. Lots of eyes but can't see. I have something similar. You know what? You know what, Swimmer? I'm gonna take your riddle, and I'm gonna answer it with one of my own soon. So let me see if I can get up here. There is a way where you can find a way. It doesn't even look like there's a way up through the rock, but you can actually get right up to the tower. So, and thus get up to the endless stair. So what has lots of eyes but can't see? Potatoes. Is the answer potatoes? Patina Bowen. Potato. Yes, yes. The answer is potatoes. Yes. Well done, Swimmeroo. That was a good riddle. That was a good one. And thanks for redeeming that that message. We got to put that system in place. So where I am right now, just kind of giving you a bit of background. This is the area where Gandalf fought the Balrog. So it's kind of up and up and up and up. This stair goes all the way from the foundations of stone here, all the way up to the mountaintop of Zirak Ziggle, that outdoor area. I was gonna say hurricane. So that would have been like, you know what has an eye and can't see. You know, that would have been a good one for that riddle too. That would have been pretty close. But I'm going to pose a riddle in just a second, because as soon as I get to the end here. So now the stair isn't endless in the game. You reach this area and then you figure out, okay, the endless stair was broken. See, I've got burned rubble here at the end. So it says, this rubble is burned and broken and blocks further passage up the stair. So that's it. That's as far as you can go in the game up the endless stair. You can see this in another area. There's actually, the stair is visible just north of the 21st Hall in a hub called Jazzergund. You can actually see the endless stair if you go north and look, and there's an Easter egg there too. So that's kind of neat. So let me ask this. This was a fun one. I read this and kind of a similar. Let's keep it the. All right. The strangest creature you'll ever find. 2 eyes in front and many, many more behind. What am I? You can, Rose. Just we'll let that riddle simmer for a second, and if someone gets that one, then just we'll give them some good acknowledgement, and we'll then you can pose your riddle. Yeah. So back down the endless stair we go, and now we have to look for the black. We left the look in the Black Lake, and so. You know, for those of us who were just getting into this zone for the very first time in Moria, I heard a riddle and I stopped what I was doing. Yes, it's kind of cool. It's so I'll read that one out again. The strangest creature you'll ever find. 2 eyes in front and many, many more behind. What am I? Clue, it actually is a creature. Not a fictional creature as well. This creature is real. Alright, so now we're off to investigate the lake. So when we got here, it was just so cool. Atticus is the best. A peacock. Yes, Eagle Moon. Right on. Good for you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Riddle Master Rank 1. The answer is indeed a peacock. So very cool. 2 eyes in the front and many, many more behind. You got all those tail feathers, and they all have that circle that looks like an eye among them. So very good, very good. Nice job. Yes. Swimmeroo, I think a toast is in order, you know, like to that riddle solve. First riddle solve. So as we approach this, I was just gonna say, you know, like when we first came in and we were down here, we got to go down to the bottom and see that endless stair, and that was cool. But this was the kicker for many of us to get to this last chapter. What word of 5 letters has 1 left when 2 are removed? What word of 5 letters has 1 left when 2 are removed? Tattoo? No. Yeah, maybe. Tattoo? If you remove the T and the O's? And then only an A is left? No? Okay. Alright. Well, that was my guess. Okay, so you're swimming out here. Now you get to this point and you're here and you're like, what is this? This is actually the shard of the bridge of Khazad-dûm that fell from way up in the second hall as they were crossing. This is the shard where you see in the movies that Gandalf's staff breaks and it collapses beneath the Balrog. Fell into the dirt and got embedded. And what do we have over here? We have Gandalf's burned hat. Look at that. Right here on this little island right beside it. So what word of 5 letters has one left when 2 are removed? Is it a hobbit? No. No. See, these wordplay riddles are difficult because you've got the verbal sense of it, but you can't see it written. And maybe this is one of them. Maybe this is the clue, is like, that has 6 eagle. Oh, okay. So it starts off being a 5-letter long word, so that's why tattoo wasn't on there. So okay, so we're going to bring the burn hat. So, yes, so this was really cool. Like I said, you come down here, you find the bridge shard, you find the burn hat, you find a couple of space age glowing mushrooms down here, glowing fungus. So, and the bridge shard. This is actually a deed point that you have to visit. So we're going to use a mithril coin. Clue, a stone. A stone. The stone troll of Rushok Bog. Stone. Rose, I don't think that is a clue. Okay. So let's go to Legolamil while we ponder that riddle. What word of 5 letters has 1 left when 2 are removed? Wait. Sorry. Answer. Dang. What? Clue. Stone. Oh! Wait a minute. Has 1 left when 2 are removed. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rose. Yes, that is the Rose Garden, ladies and gentlemen. That is my cousin. She is something.
These are troubling signs.
Alright, so you describe your discovery of Gandalf's burned hat in the middle of the Black Lake and of the rubble that chokes the endless night. Legolamil sighs. Your news of Mithrandir and the lack of news concerning my friend Magor fill me with anxiety, for we still do not know their fates. I thank you for it, but it could be that Magor may at least soon return to us. Dilthalwyn found something when you were away. Alright. Oh my god, I gotta get better at this.
Before they unleash an evil.
Okay, back to work. Yes, and this is it. This is it, folks. Welcome to the stream if you're just joining us. We are just about finished the Moria epic. We are on Volume 2, Book 6, Chapter 5, Chapter 8. And this is it. This is new devilry. What is this new devilry? Dilthalwyn found an elf stone, much like the ones I gave you earlier by the cave mouth to Azanarukar, from which emanated a vile stench. You did not place, or you did place this stone, Mauricio. No, you did not place this stone. It must have been Magor, but why would he have left the stone rather than return to the camp? I think the cave he found must be the source of the great evil. If you can rescue Magor from its... So this is good. This is actually a pretty cool instance, and you get to see kind of what's going on down in the deep, and, it's not the orcs that really threaten Moria. It's what I'm going to find at the end here. So this is the last instance. But before we do, I'm gonna ask another riddle because this is also a quick hitter again. It was funny, and I won't give away that clue. So here's the riddle. You ready? I ate 1 and threw away 2. What am I? I ate 1 and threw away 2. What am I? Keep in mind, I did not originally create this riddle. It was from my book of riddles, so it's kind of one of those.
Other powers less great, yet terrible still, have arisen in the dark places. Balrog has set his forks into the shadowy abyss to actually control these powers.
This one,
it may prove his undoing.
This one is not like a play on words. It's actually well, I guess it is, but it actually reads out word for word. I ate 1, like I ate it. I ate 1 and threw away 2. What would it be? What do you eat 1 of and then throw away 2? So as you can see when I get in here, I don't know if you can notice her because it's very, very small. I am inspired for this quest because it's meant for it's actually meant for 6 people. Like back in the day, you had to get 6 people to come in here and do this. But I'm only 1. Now this makes this quest kind of a breeze, honestly, because there's a lot of non-elite orcs here that are just kind of gonna fall victim to the old blade. So I will say this about this riddle. The other night we asked a riddle and it was like, you peel the outside, eat the inside, peel the inside, and throw away the core, or something like that. Anyway, it was, I can't remember how that riddle went, but it was, the answer was corn. Okay, so it's kind of along that line. I ate 1 and threw away 2 is the clue. So yes, an oyster. Atticus, did you go to the internet? I am being 100% serious here. Did you go to the internet? We are honor here, Atticus. I believe that this would have stumped you a little longer than it did. No answer from Atticus. Don't be Atticus the best at looking them up online. No, I did not. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Good job, Atticus. And I'm proud of myself because I did not give a clue an oyster. So just just a little shout out to my mod, the Rose Garden there. I didn't give that clue away. So go me. Wicked Fast! Wicked Fast! Welcome to the stream and welcome. I was gonna guess sunflower seed. That actually, you know what, that would he did not. I can fact check. Alright. So that would have been an acceptable answer as well. So good job, Atticus. I didn't mean to kind of put you on the spot there. It's just, Google may be your friend. I know, here's the thing, folks. I know how savvy Atticus is with his online facts. I know this. The guy can quote you facts that are totally obscure and find the most bizarre things. So look at this big fella. This is a Rog Mule. He's leading those orcs away. Kind of interesting. Where do I go from here? I don't follow them. Where do I go? Oh, there's a way down. Okay. Wicked Fast. Member J. Wicked J. Hey, bud. Right on. Right on. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this Mines of Moria final epic storyline quest. Now I'm actually fighting off things, and there's some grims. Now, when we first got here, like I said, this was a 6-person quest, and it's quite long, or it used to be. And I know there's an item that drops in this instance, and some people claim to have found I have a riddle. Okay, all right, Atticus, let's have it. Just remember the channel is PG, so don't nothing kind of controversial, and make sure it's clean and fun. That's all I ask. But go ahead and ask. Yep. As we were going, as you're going down, there is an item that drops down here. It's a pretty cool looking item, and it's called the Cloak of Shadow and Flame. And it was once, one of the most sought after items in the game. And I've heard tell that it relates to how many of these grims that you kill, which bank isn't for storing money. I know the answer to this because I have heard it before. I will leave it to my followers here, and the people watching. If you know the answer to this, which bank isn't for storing money? This is a cute one. I will say this. I think I know it. But Eagle, let's have it. Let's have it, Eagle. You're 1 for 1 so far. I know you made a guess at another one, but you've already solved one. You could be well on your way to another, so just let's have it. Which bank isn't for storing money? I think we Canadians know this bank very well, if it's what I think it is. Yes, that's what I would have guessed. I would have guessed the snow bank. Is that it, Atticus? Not what I had in mind, but that also works. Oh, okay, all right. Could be a river bank. That's Energon. I was just saying that. You know, that's crazy. Very cool. Was it Riverbank Atticus? Is that what we were also looking for there? And John got it. All right. John's pretty savvy. John's a good riddle solver. So. Get some of the tough ones. It's kind of funny. I will say this. You know, like I was a teacher. I was a middle school teacher just a few years ago down in Florida. Kind of funny. I was listening to a stream today, and we were talking about the U.S. and just different parts of the U.S. and whatnot. And the two locations that I lived were in the north and the south. I lived in Connecticut, and I also lived in Florida, so north central Florida. So I've been part of the north. I've been part of the south. What did Atticus say? Because it blurred out for me. It is, yes, Energon got it, so it is a riverbank. That's what he was saying, but a snowbank will also work. So just teaching, it's really interesting, especially when you're dealing with young minds, how different ways of learning appeal to different students. You know, when I went to school, we were all kind of treated cookie cutter. You know, like if you didn't get it, you were just considered slow. It wasn't because you had a learning disability or anything like that. They just thought you were like a slow student. And there's the middling students who got everything but who weren't extraordinary, and then there are the extraordinary. And we were all taught the same way. So I guess when you're kind of taught the same way, it's easy to make diversions. But you know, some of those people who are considered maybe slow in school are very successful. Simply because they didn't maybe get the schoolwork, but they certainly do get the life work. And it could have just been the way that it was presented. It could have just been the teacher. That's an important thing, I think, as far as like, if you're a teacher, one of your goals, it's like a parent. You know, your job as a parent is not just to say, you know, get up, get dressed, here's your clothes, here's some money, go to school, come home, eat your dinner, do your homework, go to bed. That's not your job. Your job is to prepare your child for the world. At least that's my philosophy, right? So others may disagree, and you know, like but that's my philosophy of parenting. My philosophy for teaching is you got to reach how each kid learns and then roll with it. They all learn the different way. You've got to be prepared to teach the same thing, you know, 2 or 3 different ways so that people can get it. I used a lot of metaphor. That's how I was successful as far as reaching some of these young people. So, and patience, you know, that's another thing, just patience. But yeah, it taught me a lot. So, anyway, that's my kind of human aside for this. Right now, I'm standing beside an elf. So, funny how we can just kind of go back and forth here in the world of Lord of the Rings Online. So for those of you who are just catching the stream, apologies if I sound a little stuffed up or whatnot. I am just getting over COVID-19. I think I have the Omicron variant because it was basically just a really rough fever followed by cold-like symptoms. But I can breathe and I can speak, so here I am. You know, putting on a show, putting on some riddles. We're gonna have another one soon. I have a more difficult riddle. Bring it on! I love to hear that. Bring that riddle on, Atticus. And it's really nice to have you with us for a longer haul tonight. This is pretty neat. Thank you for your presence. Alright, so Magor here is leading me on and on and on. I think we're coming up to a bit of a boss fight. He stopped. Something terrible remains here where none should dwell. I must go for help. Be careful as you move deeper. As far as the stream goes, this is it, folks. This is 268. It is the final quest in the Mines of Moria epic storyline. Book 2, Volume 2, Book 7 takes place. They send you back to Moria, but it starts in Lothlorien. So Book 7 and 8 kind of go from Lothlorien and move forward, and then Book 9 is the very last book, but it's in Mirkwood, and that's still 6 months away. So this is it for the Moria book, and we got the Flame Drinker and the Gloom Walker here, and we got patches on the ground. It says, "This is enough. We will not stand guard all these years to be thwarted by mortals. We will protect our new lord. You or us, decide." Oh, I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? Is that an echo? I believe that it's one of two things. I will go with an echo. If it is not an echo, Atticus, I think I know what it may be. Yes, because I believe Man-Bear J and his crew, he got it. All right, right on. Good stuff. I got some. Now look at what's going on here. Look at this void next to me here. It's like if you take the wrong step, you're going down, down, down. To not a burning ring of fire, but whatever the heck it is down there. So this used to be a tricky fight. You used to have to basically keep 6 people out of these holes as you DPS each one of these back and forth, back and forth. Of course, I am playing on not too deadly difficulty, so it's not that difficult. I wonder actually if the if you play deadly on these, if you still get the deadly Eye of Sauron and such in the instances, because one down, because it is an instance, and sometimes in the private instances I know they change the rules, so I'd be curious to see. Alright, so we killed the Doomwalker, or the Gloomwalker. They look like WoW enemies. Yeah, World of Warcraft, eh? Yeah, those Rog Mules. So, Man-Bear J, there is actually one of those beasts. It looks a little bit different, but it still looks kind of devilish. They're called Rog Mules, and there's one in Angmar, in the Shadows of Angmar, when the level cap was 50. There's an instance called Barad Gularan, and the final boss in that instance was actually one of those guys. So they kind of just reskinned it and made it look a lot scarier, and they added those patches on the floor. So pretty cool effects. Now this thing here, look at this. Okay, you see off in the distance that big shining circle? You think, okay, is Sauron here? Because that looks like a glowing ring of fire. No, that, my friends, is a portal. All right, so wait till you see what comes out of this. This is actually one of my favorite things. New Devilry, defeat Gwathnor. After this, we'll have a riddle. So, off we go. Now look at that. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why? I'm not quite in yet, so this is fun. You see a boat filled with people. They're all married. Ah! You don't see a single person on the... Well done, Man-Bear J. Well done. Right on. That's a good one. No! Yes, he did. He got it quick. Now look at this thing. First person on this guy. Watch your flanks. If he attacks, we must be ready. Look at all these orcs. What is happening? Help us. Oh, they're not coming to help you. Why did he bring us here? Why do you think? Run for your life. Oh, they're out of here. He comes. Get ready. Look at this thing go. Well, there go the orcs. And now it's 1v1 versus me here. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. This shouldn't be too difficult of a battle. Okay, so now I'm gonna defeat him, and I don't think I'm gonna take on any Grims. There's Grims right around me. I'm just gonna single target the boss and see if that kind of solves that mystery. This is the dude who drops the Cloak of Shadow and Flame, Gwathnor. There's kind of a... Gwatnor's tail is a sad one. I'm going to use a conjunction here so I can possibly finish it off. Whoa, that was a Grim. What a cool fire effect that was. Okay, I got another Grim here. Defeated Gwathnor. I got the Singed Cloak. Okay, Atticus, finding the Book of Riddles here and just reading them off. What word in the English language does the following? The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great, while the entire word signifies a great woman. Oh, it must be word. The entire word signifies a great woman. What is the word? Let's see. What word in the English language does it follow? First two letters signify a male. The first three letters signify a female. Hero. Heroine. Heroine? Hero? Heroine. Yes, heroine, I would say. That's an interesting I think I got it. I think that's it. Atticus? Yes? Yes. Alright, so that was it. There's Magor, there's the Watcher. We've defeated that Steely Dad. Hello, Mr. Gondaman. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. And Rocket, EVM, welcome. Welcome to the chat, folks. And Rocket, welcome to the stream. First time chat. Hopefully you've been enjoying. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying the stream so far. We've asked a few riddles. We've continued the epic storyline. So this is the end of New Devilry. So I'm gonna leave it like right here where you're gonna get a cutscene. So I'll let the cutscene. How? Yeah, it is. How? It's actually pretty good. Let's leave this place. Oh, maybe no cutscene. You got hero in like 30 seconds. I like word puzzles. Like I'm not the greatest at some of them, but some of them just click in my head. Maybe it's that English degree background, but you know, you read a lot and you kind of get that. You know, first two letters signify male, he. First three letters signify female, her. First four letters a great hero. Entire word signifies a great woman, a heroine. So what is the word? Yes.
We have vanquished a great terror.
Magor told us everything. Your feats are truly incredible. Your feats are truly incredible, and so was that guess at Atticus the Great's riddle. Not only have you rescued Magor, but you've thwarted the plans of not only the orcs, but Borthul of Dol Guldur. You're all together and wholly remarkable. Wow! Lots of compliments just raining down tonight here. Although I don't think any of these will do my character much good. I'm going to take this one. I'll take the heavy one. Why not? Right.
You must return to Lady Galadriel at once.
What English word has 3 consecutive double letters? I will admit, Atticus, this one did appear in the chat before, but I will leave it. Not for Rose, because Rose posed this one before, and maybe the others are here that didn't get it, but man, that was so skillful. Like, linguistics is something that I marvel at. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've got to head out. Thank you for the fun chatting, Steely. Bye-bye. Eagle, thank you very much. And if anyone has enjoyed their time, go ahead and hit the follow button. We'd love to have you here again. You know, let's play a game of riddles. So, hope to see you again, Eagle. And don't be a stranger. And you don't have to wait for the Rose Garden. You're welcome here all on your own. And so are you, Rocket. Welcome to the chat. So. And Gondaman, hope your day is continuing to be great. So, and the rest of you as well. Alright, so the next one is talk to Haldir and arrange an audience with Lady Galadriel. So, let's see here. Where am I going? I am going out. I'm going out. And as I kind of make my way over there, I'm going to pose a couple more riddles. So that is the end of that. So the lore behind that last boss was basically, it's one of the nameless terrors that Gandalf would not speak of at the Council of Elrond when he Frodo, everybody asked, I guess, you know, where did you go? How did you win that fight, sort of thing. He just said, you know, I don't want to speak of it. So we'll kind of leave it. He left it there. So, but those are the nameless things. Those are the nameless things beneath the earth that Gandalf referred to, and they're right here in Lotro. Very cool, you know. Okay, so now we're on. So let's. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. 2 legs I have, and this will confound. Only at rest do they touch the ground. What am I? 2 legs I have, and this will confound. Only at rest do they touch the ground. What am I? That's my latest. A bird? No, not this time, Energon. Nope. Although, I mean, yes, Rose Garden. Rose Garden got it, a wheelbarrow. So that, I guess, John, that kind of might be the case. I mean, there's only 2-legged birds. So, you know, I guess that would be. It's just that's not the answer that was listed in the thing. But man, so Rose Garden, did that just click, or was that one of those? You know, you said you had a big list there that a lot of riddles were on. So T-Rex, T-Rex. That's actually a nickname in the family. Man Bear J. It just clicked right on, right on. All right, so let's Oh, so here you go, Rose Garden. I'm going to pose this for you. And this one, I will say, it's, well, you never know, because, you know, I have a friend, our friend Killer, was admiring a fellow in another stream, and maybe this will, you know, but for the most part, this is for the ladies in the crowd. But if you can figure it out, guys, go ahead and answer. So, I will not answer any more Guide's Honor. Well, let's see, Rose Garden. Let's see. I cover what is real and hide what is true, but sometimes I bring out the courage in you. What am I? I cover what is real and hide what is true, but sometimes I bring the courage out in you. What am I? Makeup. Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes. So, Rose, did you just get that one off the top of your head, or did you actually find my riddle source? Because that's two back-to-back that you got, like, bang. I'm thinking maybe I should mix up my riddle sources next time and keep the Rose Garden at bay. She's a sly one, that Rose Garden. She is intelligent. Guide's Honor must not mean anything. Yeah, exactly. Off the top of my head. Yeah. So much for Guide's Honor, Rose Garden. So much for Guide's Honor. Okay. So now this one. What do you not? Rose Garden. If no answering this one. I don't. If you know it right off the bat, you know, just do a little jig and, you know, run around the kitchen and, you know, like, bang some pots and pans and wake up Dom or whatever, and, you know, but just do what you can. Don't answer this one. Okay, so the riddle here is, I'm so simple, I only point, yet I guide people all over the world. What am I?
May Gavanin.
May Gavanin. I used to love this guy. This guy was one of my favorite voice actors. He just... Rocket. Now who's talking? Rocket and Manbear J. So Manbear, you kind of rang in first, but you are correct, sir. Compass. If I was judging you like you judge Milch, and we're talking about spelling, then Rocket EVM would be first because you're missing an S. But you know, I'm fully I'm okay with, you know, like, just getting that answer in there. So it's a compass. It's a compass. That is the answer to that one. So, man, I mean, shots fired, man. You don't know about the secret Oxford spelling. Alright, now let's see here. I need to go to Ecadenda Style. 3 consecutive double letters. Is the word hyphenated? No, it isn't, actually. I will give this I will give a clue for this one. The answer is a profession. I forgot we had that one too. You hate to see it. So it is a profession. The answer to that one. I forgot. So one thing I've got to say, just for those of you who've watched the stream, is if I had to pick a stream title for this stream, it would probably be Unfinished Tales, because you know, I just have this habit of, you know, I'm getting into something, I'm ready to tell a story, and you're worse than Milch. Wait a minute, Eagle Moon isn't even here. I think you got the wrong guy, Jay. Yeah, the Eagle Moon's not even here to defend themselves. They checked out. They had to leave, but wicked fast. Man, they're just throwing chairs in the stream, folks. He's just, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell her that. All right, so yeah, Unfinished Tales. There's times where I just don't finish my stories, and I have to be brought back. So don't be shy. If you're interested in something, and it's like, where the hell did he go? I wanted to hear the more of that. Just go ahead and type it in the chat. I don't feel bad, Jay. You stopped your stream to call me out. Oh boy. All right. So we have to talk to Haldir here and arrange an audience with the Lady Galadriel to end this. And actually, this may be one of the first times in the stream that we are introduced to Lothlorien. So I'm just gonna take a peek and first person this. This is the Golden Wood. Those are the Malorn trees, the Golden Wood at night. You can't really see that far in, but I'm at the borders of Lothlorien here, and it's beautiful. This is a great place to adventure. You can see kind of where the mines of Moria start. The trees change a little bit, but let's see here. On my spelling, him and Bear J. Not okay. Rose told me what you said, girl. Just kidding, it's all good. Are you tree bearding tonight? The flatchen and flautist continue. Okay, so Man Bear J. I have a question, my friend. I was going to ask you in chat, and I felt, you know, I don't really want to put him on the spot like that. It's kind of inappropriate, but this is my stream, baby, and I do want to ask while I've got you here, and I was hoping that you'd show. So, as you know, my kinship that I'm part of with my two main characters are Seed Eater, one who makes deeds for seeds. Seed Eater. That's a good guess. So it's along that line, actually. I don't know if anyone gave the answer yet, but that's not the profession. But that could be something else. Yes, Manbear streams, and I would highly recommend checking it out. That's not it. No. I'm not going to answer this in Atticus. I'm really trying not to, but it's Seed Eater is pretty neat. Anyway, if I was to roll an alt, because I do have several alts, and we do have a character limit in my current kin, and you know, I was just to come in, hang out with you, Killer, the gang, maybe meet some new folks, and you know, maybe help with those instances, or you know, like just hang out and laugh and chat, you know, go around and flout with my flute. Hopefully not stuck in my nether regions, but is it something that would be allowed? Like, would I be allowed in the flatulent flutists, or is it kind of a stream kind of only thing? We'd love to have you in the flautists. All right, good to know. Because I am planning to roll an alt. I actually might have a couple of lower level ones. Anywho, I gotta go. Sorry. You're like Ross Perot here, Eagle Moon. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. But no, thanks for coming back and thanks for hanging out with us for a while and guessing that riddle. So let's see here. Haldir says
You may enter the golden
we need to go and check that out. Beef feeder, one who feeds beef. That's another possibility, but it's not the answer that he's looking for. No, think something that you get done for you once a year, you know, or you may do them yourself. There's a clue.
And this is one such time. Shadows gather in the east, and the fates of lost friends burns in the heart.
Okay, so this is kind of a cool area, folks. For those of you who watch the film, I'm gonna hit the insert key and I'm just gonna take it slow. This is Galadriel's garden. Okay, it's an actual location in Lothlorien. Have you guys ever heard of this thing called Twitch Prime? It's a way for where you give money to your streamer for free. I think I actually have a couple of subscribers who subscribe using Twitch Prime, Atticus. So my scary white lady, yes. So I'm taking it slow here because I just think this is amazing. Doesn't matter what time of day that you come here, but you can end up in the garden. And as an even bigger bonus, this is pretty cool because every class that you bring to this area, every class gets a different ending to this book. So if you're a burglar, you get a different ending from like a Bjorning or a lore master or a guardian or a champion. Everybody gets something different. So here's Lady Galadriel, first person. There she is, and she says, she's glowing.
I know what befell you in the darkness.
I am aware of your kindness to Magor between the mountains. You now are held high in his esteem, and he accords you great fondness for your part in his rescue. Strange deeds unravel on the many paths of your journey, for as your footsteps lead you to and fro, I perceive that many fates are entwined with your own. Some of your tales seem ended, but locked doors may yet be pried open. My mirror can show many things, and you may ask it what you will. But heed this before you peer into the water. Many valuable answers may come unbidden. Look now and see what may be seen. Look into the mirror. You actually get to look into the mirror of Galadriel. What an amazing game. So Mauricio steps up to the mirror. And what shall I see? Peering into the mirror. And go kind of an overhead view here.
Mithrandir faced his match in Moria, a Balrog of Morgoth. Into the depths they fell, then rose again up the endless stair. There they did battle one against the other, and the fire of it was terrible. In the end, Mithrandir threw down the Balrog, though he himself fell into shadow. Yet who is to say what his end might be? Not all hope is yet lost.
And there's the great pilgrim, old Gandalf, Mithrandir. Alright, so let's see what Galadriel has to say for me, because I'm a burglar. She kind of gives you a bit of a fortune, and it does come true in later expansions. So.
Why here the Wind Lord will find Gandalf, if he is to be found anywhere in Middle-earth.
So she said, some light is now shed on the riddles. Do you not agree? Well, that's what this stream's all about, shedding light on riddles and talking Lord of the Rings and talking lore and exploring. So, the clues left behind among the foundations of stone began to form a clear picture at last. Gandalf the Grey strove in Moria with shadow and flame, and they fell, and perhaps rose again. Who had the mastery? It's been said that my eyes see further than many who are deemed wise, yet keener eyes we need to pierce the darkness that shrouds Mithrandir from my sight. Who can spy upon Moria from all sides and gain rumor of the fate of Gandalf? Only Gwahir the Wind Lord can do this. So, here's my fortune. I saw more than the fate of Mithrandir behind your eyes, Mauricio. I saw glimpses of your own fate as well. A great tower in moonlight, a shadow against the sky. A cell with no escape. The stairs are watched. I cannot see how you come to this place, burglar, nor how you could leave it. But the mirror shows many things, and not all of them may come to pass. So those lines there are unique to every class in Lord of the Rings Online. When we first did this, of Mithrandir, at least the vision is clear. I'll finish her dialogue here. Gwahir the Wind Lord rests in the rear of my garden. Tell him what you have seen. So an added bonus, you actually get to see the eagle, who, once again, I'm using the insert key, so I'm just walking along here. You get to see the eagle who actually goes to find Gandalf. Free llama! Free llama! Llama ding dong. Oh, that's... Have you ever played Smite? I've seen it. I'm getting desperate. Okay, we need to get this riddle solved. So, let's see. The profession is something that does something for you once a year, although you might do it yourself. I will say another thing. If you own a business, this profession has to be done by someone. Yes, okay, you're on the right track. So who does those taxes? This was the riddle that I think you posed a long time ago, Atticus. It was the one with double letters. 3 double letters. Yes, bookkeeper. Yes, bookkeeper. That is the answer. So we had that one in the chat before, but congratulations on those who kind of held it in. But there it is. All right. So Gwahir says, I've carried Gandalf before now, and if he yet lives, I will carry him again. I will send out the sharpest-sighted eagles to seek him from every corner of this land, and I will fly until we have learned what befell him. If he is to be found, I and my kind will find him. Return to the lady and tell her I would do this. Okay. Alright, so back to the lady. Adventures in the garden. Let's have a riddle. Let's have a riddle of our own while we're doing this. Yeah, I posted and Basila answered it. Yes. So if Basila is listening, she's showing some self-esteem here. This is good. What can I ask you folks now? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is kind of an archaic one. Okay, let me pose this one right now. 100 brothers lie next to each other, each white and fine. They've only one spine. I am the tongue that lies between the two. Remove me to gather their wisdom to you. What am I? I really like that wordy one. Never would have got that without hints. It's kind of a different, almost an archaic term that, and if you're not really into business, or, sometimes you just call him like the tax man or whatever, you don't think bookkeeper, but I get that. So that's a good one for those of you who are, yes, Swimmeroo, a bookmark. Yes, very well done. Well done. Like, that was like 15 seconds. So 100 brothers lie next to each other, each white and fine. They've only one spine. That might have been a good clue there. I am the tongue that lies between two. Remove me to gather their wisdom to you. A bookmark. Well done. Well done, Swimmeroo. Well done. However, we have another one. This is a quick hitter. All right, calling upon you lovers of the quick hitter to get this one. Okay, so the riddle is: break it, and it is better, immediately set and harder to break again. What is it? No, John. Not the answer is not bone. Not this one. Nope.
You have my thanks.
Okay, so we got a reward. I like that. All right, silence. Nope, not silence. I'll read it again. I love these quick hitters. These quick hitters are great. They're like one of my favorites. Okay, so break it, and it is better, immediately set and harder to break again. What is it? Atticus, my friend, I believe that you should actually be this kind of riddle is a little bit up your alley, and you'll see why maybe when I give you the answer, or when someone gets it. Okay, so I have nothing to do right now. I have this. Oh yes, that's right. Oh, okay, this is good. This is a good way to kind of, I will say this: I'm not going to stream for too much longer. Maybe about another like half an hour, 40 minutes at the most. But it's just because I am getting over a cold. Silent. Okay, yeah, I don't really want to push my luck because my voice is holding out. I'm out of water, and I don't think Basila's may have me listening, so we'll find out if she makes it in here. A glow stick? No. Yes, Atticus, the record. Yes, that is the answer. Well done. Break it, and it is better, immediately set, and harder to break it again. So the answer is record. So when you break a record of something, you immediately set a new one and make it harder to break because it's the difficulty to break has just gone up by 1, or by whatever tally that it goes up by. So. Okay, so this is a treat. This is a treat for all of you who have been kind of following the stream. I've told everyone the stream goes along, kind of alongside the Fellowship. Sometimes you trail behind, sometimes you catch up. Who's this up here? Quasin, Savior of Lothlorien, Organized Chaos. Guarantee he's puzzled over my title, Triumph Within the Deeps. Because that is just as impressive, Quasin. I have keys but no locks, and space, no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? I have keys but no locks, and space but no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? That's a good one. That's a good riddle. So as I was saying, you do follow the footsteps of the Fellowship here, and sometimes, like I said, you kind of fall behind, and sometimes you catch up. The last time we saw the Fellowship would have been in Rivendell prior to their leaving for Moria. So they've gone through Moria ahead of you. The bridge is broken, etc. So you can all read that riddle in chat, and please, and not a piano. The thing is I guess you can enter a piano, but I'm not. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm puzzled. Good riddle, Atticus. Well done. So this is one of those moments. So you've gone through Moria, you've done that epic, you've killed the big alien, and what happens next? What actually happened is you're able to pick up that quest that I just picked up, or that I'm on chapter 2. This is Moria. Volume 2, Book 7, Chapter 1, and then this is Chapter 2. Chapter 1 just sends you to talk to an NPC right here. This is an area in Lothlorien called Ceren Amroth. It was named after an elven hero who basically founded Lothlorien. Well, I'm going to head out to stream. Good night. Good night, Rose Garden. I'll be sure to go over and catch it. I'm just going to chill here a little bit longer. But I will catch it. Because, like I said, I don't want to kind of wear myself out here by streaming while I'm still on the mend from COVID-19. Hopefully, I don't. It just keeps getting better from here because I'm doing better. So, thanks, Rose Garden. Thanks for modding, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, cousin. So we get to Cairn Amroth, and this is the place in the books where y'all know in the movie and the books that Aragorn and Arwen, Elrond's daughter, get together, and she becomes the Queen of Gondor. She ends up married. Well, where they actually pledge themselves, where he kind of they call it pledge their troth, which basically is an archaic version of like when this is all said and done, we will be married. Yes, when all this is said and done, we will be married. We're going to be together forever. We're meant for each other. That sort of thing. They're pledging their troth, and that is right here. This is the hill on top of Cairn Amroth. There's a giant Malorn here with lights strung down. There is an actual flet down there too, or up there. So we'll head up there. Now I went up there, talked to the quest giver, and now it says, what is my objective? Talk to Frodo Baggins. Talk to Frodo. So here we are. We met up with Frodo and Samwise. And Frodo is giving off dread because he's still holding on to the ring. Look at that. I've got dread on me. +1 dread, and I lost a little bit of morale there. So there's Frodo, there's Sam. Hanging out in Lothlorien. So talk to Frodo.
We've come such a long way, haven't we?
Frodo says, Mauricio, when Milwyn told me another traveler from over the mountains had come to Lothlorien, I had no idea it would be you. We've come such a long way, haven't we? There's still a long way to go, but here in Lothlorien I found it difficult to worry too much about the road ahead. You have to tell Sam and me what has happened since we parted, my friend. It feels like a lifetime has passed since leaving Rivendell, and several at least since I saw Bag End. But Sam does not seem as surprised to see you as I am, Mauricio. You haven't become the chief conspirator of another conspiracy, have you, Sam? Let's see here. What else has keys? Keys but no locks, space but no rooms. You can enter but you can't go outside. What else has keys? Alright, Samwise, as I continue to stew.
Hello there.
Hello there, Mauricio. Me, a conspirator. It's not that like that at all, Mr. Frodo, and you know I'm not cut out for the Keeper of Secrets, despite your teasing. It's just that so many queer things have happened to us already, and this place being so elvish and all, I've just about given up being surprised when something out of the ordinary happens. And here comes Mauricio out of the woods right enough. You should find Mr. Merry somewhere around this hill, Mauricio. I know he'll be pleased as anything to see you. He's taking one of his walks, and it might be resting in a private garden nearby. So let's concentrate on this riddle for a moment, as Merry and Pippin are, where would they be? They're over there. Okay. What else has keys? I know this. It's just on right there on the tip of my tongue. Points. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. I'm heading down there. So Lothlorien, what a great area. Once again, I'll go first person here. Look at the Malorns up against the night sky. No place and it just auto-filled in. This is my draw distance, I guess, filling in here, because now all of a sudden there's a lot of them. Key points. Swimmery, you're kind of stumping post. But what else has keys? There's something else that's got to have keys that aren't like turn keys and piano keys. What else has keys? That's the secret to this. Keys but no locks. I was thinking music, but space wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, I have no locks in space. Yeah. Any clues, Swimmeroo? Can you come up with a clue? As I just continue here, so we're talking to Mary Brandybuck. I was thinking a map. Oh! Map! Yes, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Space with no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? That's kind of weird. You can enter a map, but you can't go outside. Oh, it was Atticus. I forgot, Atticus, you posed this riddle. Keep guessing. A map has a key. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? Keys but no locks and space with no rooms. Key West. Oh! How about, is it a keyboard? No, because there are locks on a keyboard and space, but no locks in space and no rooms. No, I guess it wouldn't be. That's kind of the reverse there, because a keyboard would have it. We'll have to keep. Is it? Is it Key West? Or was it a keyboard? A key card? I'm confused. But that did take some time to solve, so that was a good one.
I did not think to run into you here. I can tell
A
you.
keyboard. All right. That's weird though. I thought it did have a space. Well, like there's a space bar on the keyboard. But, well, hello here, Mauricio. And you can enter, but you can't leave. So yeah, you can hit the enter key, but there's no leave key. So that's cool. Yeah. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah. All right. So well, hello there. Yeah, I have to admit, I did not think to run into you here in Lothlorien. You're on the wrong side of the mountains, aren't you? Aren't we all? Mary's face lights up as he laughs long and loudly. Pippin is around here somewhere taking a nap. No, I wouldn't wake him. We'll all have plenty of time to catch up. Lothlorien is so peaceful, it's hard to remember how hard a road will be and has been. I wonder if you might track down Boromir. He doesn't seem to be having as good time here as the rest of us. I think he's impatient to get going again. But maybe seeing you again will cheer him up. I last saw him on the northwest outskirts of the great clearing from which Cairn Amaroth rises. Talk to Boromir. So, just for, I guess, posterity's sake, this is part of the Moria epic storyline that kind of takes you around to Lothlorien. So it kind of just covers the area in the books and the movies where they're just kind of hanging around. Imagine a guy named Boromir isn't having a good time. Well, you know, I must say that the Sean Bean casting of Boromir was brilliant. I mean, here you go. You're talking about a legend, and you're talking about a guy who, you know, like, especially after GoldenEye, that was my first encounter with Sean Bean was actually GoldenEye, and I loved Alec Trevelyan as a villain. I thought he was fantastic. I thought that movie was fantastic, and I thought the Nintendo 64 game from that movie was bloody fantastic. I loved GoldenEye, the video game for N64. I loved playing the multiplayer. I used to like playing as Oddjob. He was a little guy, very short, kind of tough to shoot and whatnot, but yeah, that was a good show. But anyway, yeah, so 007 was great, and Sean Bean, you know, he has a reputation for just not making it out of the first of anything. So Game of Thrones, GoldenEye, he did not live at the end of the movie. Fellowship of the Ring, he did not live at the end of the movie, you know, and so how many letters are in the alphabet? I think we had this one. The other day. It would be the trick question is most people would go 26, but then you gotta count, right? How many letters are in the alphabet? Yes, 11. So, little play on word there. So let's see. Let's see if I can find another good one here. Okay. Okay, what would be a good one here? Okay, here's another quick hitter. We'll go with this one. While I move on to Boromir. So what grows in the winter, dies in the summer, and grows roots upward? What grows in the winter, dies in the summer, and grows roots upward? This is a little like tricky. I don't. Some of these riddles that I get, I kind of like them, and I like how they sound, but they're a little tricky, and sometimes you can kind of. It's true, but it's kind of well. I guess that's why they're riddles, right? They don't always have to make too much sense. So here's Boromir.
It is most strange to see you here. Has Eriador been made safe already?
It's kind of speaking to me with a little bit of a snide voice too. The temperature. I will say no. I will say though that I'll read it out again here. What grows in the winter? So we have plenty of these right now. As a matter of fact, there are some right outside my house. I will say that. I'll give that as a clue. There's some right outside my house. What grows in the winter dies in the summer, or in the spring even, or even in, you know, like warmer weather, I think is the metaphor here. What grows in the winter dies in summer and grows roots upward. Grows roots upward instead of, you know, down below. Let's see. So Boromir says, Eriador was that made safe. I'm sorry, Mauricio, my words were born of frustration, not of dislike. Every hour we spend in idleness here is an hour to which the shadow draws closer to my city of Minas Tirith, city of kings. I have seen little of Aragorn and even less of Gimli. The dwarf seems to have gotten over his distrust of elves easily enough. Even now he's off with Legolas atop one of the trees at the crest of the hill. Speak to him and see for yourself. Yes, Atticus, icicle! That is correct. That is the correct answer. It is an icicle. Well done. Well done, Atticus. Well done, Atticus. However... let's go. Yes, another Atticus solved riddle. Well done. So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. And once again, I want to say something. You know, just a little, kind of a little aside. The stream. You know, thank you. First of all, thank you for joining the stream. Now, one thing that you'll notice is, you know, and let's just. I'm pausing the riddles for just a moment. And other things is that. The channel is pretty bare bones right now. You know, like you're joining me and it's basically like you're gonna get the game, you're gonna get me, you're gonna get that. You know, I just realized today, you know, I kind of did a little searching of some of my, you know, some of the streamers that I follow and whatnot, and some of them, like especially once you kind of get the numbers up there, they have so many cool things to do, on their channel. So, you know, when you're here and you're listening, maybe you're just here and you're listening to, you know, just to the tales of the stories, which is very fitting. It's very Lord of the Rings Online thing. But there's not a whole lot of toys yet for us to play with, as far as, like, you know, channel points and whatever. I'm working on it with Rose. As I said, with COVID, I have to isolate. And we're planning on meeting up as soon as we can to kind of put in some of this stuff. But I'd really like to give a good hearty shout out and thank you to everybody who's followed, who checks it out. Rocket EVM has followed, you know. Thank you, Rocket, like tonight. And I missed one. I missed oh, the name of it eludes me. But and Lurpe has followed. Well, thank you very much. I would say just thank you for doing this because, you know, we're still so bare bones. So it really shows that you just, you know, maybe enjoy just hearing about the thing. And, you know, it's kind of an incentive thing, you know, like, I realize there's more stuff to do, but it is coming. But for those of you who kind of, you know, enjoy and spending time with me here, I really do appreciate it. So I'm just sending out a thank you there. The trees are very pretty. So once again, Lurpe and Rocket EVM, thank you very much, guys, for following. That's I really appreciate it. Of Spoons, I know that's AJ. That's AJ from Manbear J's stream. He followed the other night, and I did not properly thank him. I missed it, I guess. I was kind of maybe just getting going or whatever. But I really did appreciate that, and I missed it. And I was going to actually thank him. In Manbear J's stream today. He's one of the fellows who I follow and go. But AJ is an old RuneScape buddy of mine. Okay. So AJ followed the channel a couple of nights ago, Jay, and I didn't really thank him. So please pass that on if he's in the Discord with you tonight or whatnot. So and tell him I do appreciate that. So. All right, so I think this is the last thing we're going to do tonight. This is kind of a fun thing, especially one of the. You know, I asked my son, like, what did you like about that movie? You know, after we watched The Two Towers, and Swimmeroo has said that The Two Towers was his favorite Lord of the Rings movie. What did he like the most? You're welcome. Looking into the game, I love Lord of the Rings, but don't know much about the game. I will tell you this: if you love Lord of the Rings, Lurpe, then you'll like the game. It's easy to fall in love with. And it's because you get to go to all those places that you even read about. Like, the Shire itself is so well done. It's right out of your imagination. And, you know, it's still one of my favorite zones. A lot of people diss the Shire, diss the Hobbits. I love it. I love the Shire. It's so peaceful and fun. But yeah, one of his favorite moments was the fight, the tallying between Gimli and Legolas, the games, you know, of one-upmanship with the kills and whatnot, and this is kind of a little instance where you get to witness a little bit of that here in the game before they go on to Rohan and Helm's Deep.
By Durin's beard, I did not expect to see you again so soon.
I'm glad to be surprised. So, Legolas has been showing Gimli the woods of Lothlorien and the majesty of these trees, so like the stone-carved pillars beneath the mountains. Fills this dwarf with amazement, but even in the land of marvels, its lady is the greatest of one of them all. Oh, Gimli, you romantic, you. Still, I'm ready to return now to the ground. If you ask me, the trees are best admired from below, rather than up among their branches. Yes.
We are just about to search for more patrolling orcs. Why not come with us?
Alright, so I'm going to join Legolas and Gimli as they go on a patrol. What could be cooler, really? Like, you get to go along with them. Now, in the book, in the novel, it actually says, you know, people wondered at the change in the relationship between Gimli and Legolas, and they were often off together, adventuring and just walking and exploring the land of Lothlorien, you know, whereas before they were kind of at each other's throats for the first while, so...
I would be delighted if you were to join us.
And there's a Legolas, delighted. The beauty of Lothlorien is best when shared, although we must all remain alert, for the orcs of Moria have come down and are able to sneak past the borders on occasion. So off we go. This one's a good instance too. It's kind of a cute little thing, and it draws you back into the mines.
Of old, elves and dwarves were close in friendship. Legolas of Mirkwood and Gimli the dwarf, through shared hardship, have rekindled the old bonds. Even now, they look for orcs to slay beneath the eaves of Lothlorien.
Alright, so we got Legolas and Gimli.
How can I be of service?
Are you ready? Here we go. Protect Legolas and Gimli. They've got some pretty good down. I have been told of the beauty of Lothlorien since my childhood, but the songs could not do these woods justice. I too heard tales, but they were not of the same sort, Legolas. Hold, friends. Well, I don't see anything, and the eyes of the dwarves are renowned for their sharpness. Legolas just takes a shot into the bush. And another. What are you shooting at, Legolas? What do your elf eyes see? Oh, a corpse of an orc is here somewhere. Oh, look, there it is. It's kind of hidden in the trees there. How the heck did he see that? You and Mercial will have your chance. This orc was just a scout. Save some for the rest of us, Legolas, he says. Oh boy, and here comes the party. Orc pursuers. Once again, I'm playing on normal difficulty. I was gonna say easy, but compared to deadly, normal is pretty easy, so... Something's going on with my skills, I swear sometimes my skills are not going there we go. Not going off the way they should. Alright, another falls to my axe. Let us press on. There may be remnants of this troop still within the woods. Alright, so Gimli and Legolas roaming through Lothlorien. It saddens me to see even these few orcs within the Golden Wood. And Gimli says, my axe delights at it, but this dwarf is saddened for your sake and the sake of the lady. Oh, that Gimli, he's caught in that net. What say you, Gimli? Do your dwarf eyes detect more orcs nearby? Aye, there be orcs close, but it is my nose that tells me so. Here come our foul-smelling foes. Bunch of hop-along cast of the orcs here. Alright, down goes the orc. Be on, orc. This one, there is one for me. So their tally continues. Or at least maybe this is where the game starts. Do not lose count of my victories, Legolas, says Gimli. Their numbers grow fewer. Another falls to my axe. Alright. The orcs are dead, but their smell remains. Oh. And then it says, that is often the way of unwelcome visitors, Master Dwarf, says this elf of Log. Oh, that's dirty. Your words do not suit you, friend Galadriel. If you have gone so long without learning the meaning of courtesy, says Gimli, my axe can be a willing teacher. Too many dwarves have come to Lothlorien in recent days, says the archer. Another has come to the border and is asking for me. That's me. So out of respect for you, as a courtesy for the good you've done us, I've been told to find you and send you to the eaves of the wood. A stranger has arrived on the borders. In these unusual times, such a visitor has been seen only once. The stranger is a dwarf, and he's asking for you. Oh boy, and we thought we were done. We thought we were done the Mines of Moria. Not so. Not so yet, my friends. Not so yet. So I'm gonna say this, just as far as the stream. So here we go. The dwarf is. What dwarf would willingly come to this place where hospitality to guests is unknown? It's kind of harsh, Gimli. Do not take it to heart, Gimli. Neither of our kindreds have been friendly for some time. And then Gimli says, he's welcome to come to Khazad-dûm if it please him. I will tie his blindfold myself. Ooh, there's some bitterness there, because Gimli had to be blindfolded, as did the rest of the party, including Legolas, when they first came across the borders, just to go things are fair. So it's Bosi. Bosi from Moria has come to see me, and has said, things are not going well for the Iron Garrison in Khazad-dûm. Mazog still rules much of the deeps and many of the levels from his stronghold of Zabagathal, and many good dwarves have fallen to his force. Some, like my own son Bori, are still captives, or worse. I cannot bear to think what torments they may have suffered. Still, the dwarves of the Iron Garrison struggle to reclaim the hidden caverns, but for every beauty that is unearthed, two evils seem to spring. I have come to enlist the help of the ruler of these elf woods. If Celeborn of Lothlorien wishes to reap the benefits of friendship with the dwarves, he must reciprocate in kind. You are trusted by the elves. Tell this warden the century of our plight. Maybe they'll listen. So the dwarf has come to beg for aid from the Galadriel. And we've got a riddle. Atticus says, first, think of the color of the clouds. Next, think of the color of snow. Now think of the color of a bright full moon. Now, answer quickly, what do cows drink? They drink water, Atticus. They drink water. That's a clever one. I used to get my students with that, and that one quite often. But cows do not drink the white milk. That is the obvious brain answer to that riddle. They drink water. Very good, Atticus. Though that was cute. That was fun. I like that little emote. We will bring this dwarf to speak with Celeborn Mercial, but you are held responsible for him. What about chocolate milk? Well, that of course comes from brown cows. So let's see here. Bosi is here with Legolas and Gimli. So I guess this is more than just kind of a fun trek through. That's what I've been saying. I agree with you. So for the sake of Iron Garrison, I put up with the indignity of being blindfolded during the passage here, but the people could teach the elves of this place something of courtesy worth it. Okay. Here we go. Watch over Bori's audience with Celeborn. Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel are most gracious. They will listen to your request. That's positive thinking. Nobody believes me. They all make fun of me. Well, I believe you, Atticus. I believe you. It is said the Lady of these woods wields a terrible power and is no friend to dwarves. Well, said by those who know little or nothing about the Lady Galadriel, Bosi, Gimli is now a convert. Her power lies in wisdom and in kindness, even for those who would mistrust her. And the warden is here. So, I will say, for those of you who have joined the stream, the last week, basically, it's been 7 days. The Mines of Moria debuted on the Treebeard server. I haven't even talked about the server yet. So I do play on the Treebeard server. First you eat me, then you get eaten. What am I? I just read that. I just read it. I think I may even have it at the desk here. So I will say that this is an unusual stream week. We've been kind of playing a Hobbit Burglar, a reroll the Hobbit Burglar, just to kind of go through the early part of the game, follow the Fellowship, more a lore talk. But since the Mines of Moria have come out, we've actually really gotten into. We've got a woman's. Much resentment must be overcome. So what happens here, I'll do this and then I'll finish the thought. So what's happening here is that Bosi is coming to beg for help and Celeborn is getting into it. And they're just going back and forth and back and forth. I said that one last stream. That's it, yes. And then Galadriel's kind of playing mediator in your head saying, you need to solve this problem. Dwarves and elves have to work together. You got to make peace against the greater enemy is basically the moral of this story. So anyway, the normal stream. So the normal stream is the Hobbit Burglar, kind of following the footsteps of the Fellowship, talking about lore. We do riddles along the way, and I think we're going to convert to a riddle stream point purchasing thing, which is pretty cool. Hopefully in time for within the next few streams. So I think I'm going to go back after this to that that Hobbit, just to kind of continue those adventures. We're almost through the Lone Lands, and we're almost into the Trollshaws, which is kind of the road to Rivendell that the Fellowship takes. So we're gonna go back to that for a little while. I'd also like to really stream for you some instances. So if I should know that my kinship is running an instance, or someone's running, you know, like a set of instances, I think we might broadcast that one of these nights on the stream, just so you kind of get an idea of what the dungeons look like. I'm sure other streamers do the same thing, but a lot of it I find is just solo play. So I think maybe seeing a raid and strategy and how that comes together, or just seeing kind of a face roll, steamroll of 6 people going through the content, you know, might be interesting, might be fun for some people to see. So let's see here. I still don't. Yeah, that's what it was. Swimmer asked that one. I can't remember what it is. Yeah. Oh, isn't it a worm? Or a fish? Maybe? Is it like a worm or a fish? Is it something with fishing? I can't remember. I honestly can't. So, okay. So that was the gist of it. We just talked about that. So now a fish hook. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So Gimli says,
I would have the mines restored, but my road lies with Frodo.
The Blade of Unity. So this is kind of a tough choice, but I think I'm going to take the enhancement runes on this one. But this, I believe, is one of my favorite cosmetics. Check this out. So in order to see a cosmetic on Lotro, you hold down the control key and you left click. But if you're a big fan of elves, or you have an elvish lore master or an elvish champion, you want to look like like maybe you really like Thranduil in the Hobbit movies, and you want a blade that looks like that, check this out. This is a good one. I will zoom in. There's the hilt, okay? And then if you zoom out, that's a cool looking sword. Look at the blade. It kind of comes out, then it sweeps down, and then the tip comes back up again. It is somewhat of a scimitar. It's got a long handle, but I've always liked this sword. I've always really liked it. So I think I'll maybe take it in the future on an alt, you know. But I'll grab these enhancement runes here. So Galadriel says, or Gimli says, I wish I could help them in their efforts, but I cannot. My road lies ahead with Frodo, and I will see this errand through before I return to the mines. I'm struck by the thought that Bosie's tidings may not have been unknown. At my first meeting with her, it seemed like she offered a choice between continuing the quest and leaving it to others, and here arrives at just such a point.
I have made my decision.
So I will not abandon the quest, but I hope that basically he's putting me on the job. So I need to go back into Moria. That's basically what's going on here. So all right, so that's chapter 4. Talk to Bosie, back to there, and I think this is a good spot to ask one last riddle here. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find a good one. Where was I? Okay, here's a riddle that could have been asked in The Hobbit. So this is a good one to finish on. Goes over all the hills and hollows, bites hard but never swallows. Goes over all the hills and hollows, bites hard but never swallows. What is it? Keep in mind, you're on the right track, Energon. You're on the right track. But it is not the wind. Something else that bites hard. Manbear J, you too, my friend, are on the right track, but that is not quite right. You're on the right track, though. You're close. Let's just put it to you this way. You're closer than John. Goes all over the hills and hollows, bites hard, but never swallows. Let's see if someone gets this. It's a good one. Literally, there is a condition that is brought about by this particular answer. Once again, I will say this. Yes, Energon, frost. The answer is frost. So goes all over the hills and hollows. Frost bites hard but never swallows. So I thank you everybody for keeping it PG. I do really enjoy just kind of keeping this as an option for anyone who can tune in. You know, one of the things when I kind of thought, and when I was speaking with friends, is, you know, it's like, you're the modified 1221 modified. Thank you very much for that follow, my friend. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hate to leave when there's a lot of viewers, but yeah, thank you very much. But I am recovering from COVID-19, and I really don't want to press my luck. I'm kind of coming in at the 2-hour mark, and I don't usually put in very, very long streams anyway. But I like this atmosphere, and I like the kind of, I'm a talkative person, and I, you know, as a teacher, it's almost like every one of these streams it takes me back to like lecturing, you know, and just giving lectures and whatnot. So it's nice to be able to talk to you all, and this interaction is fantastic. I like the idea of just being kind of like a Bob Ross type, you know, just come in, tune in, you know, enjoy the stream. There's a nice little tree in the background, you can see one over there. But anyway, literally just you know, be at home, be at peace here. And if you have something to say about the lore, if you have something to say about riddles, if you have a good answer, if you have a good riddle, by all means, you know, please share it. So I think we're going to stop there, folks, right here in Lothlorien. Thank you for joining the stream. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button. Swimmeroo, I hope you're still here. Can you post the YouTube channel link, please? If you liked the stream tonight and you want to go back and catch some of the previous streams with the riddles, or follow the journey of that hobbit if you want to get caught up, all of the streams that I posted right from the beginning are available on the YouTube channel. And I'm hoping that Swimmeroo can hit that, or maybe Rose is still kind of listening in the background, but I don't think so. I think Rose is kind of good. Anyway, I don't remember how she told me to give the link. So, but anyway, it'll be in the chat at the end of the stream, I'm sure. Swimmer. All right. Anyway, take care, Steely Dad and Chad. Back to some Lotro, yes sir. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. I should be back either tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how I'm feeling. And we'll continue with our adventures in Middle Earth then. So without any further ado, good night until our next meeting, and thank you very much for watching this stream. Cheers.